Fighting intensifies for Ukraine's final bastion in Japanese Luhansk province Kyiv Konstyantyvka. Ukraine fighting intensified on Saturday for Lysychansk, Ukraine's remaining bastion inside the strategic Jap province of Luhansk, even as blasts shook a southern metropolis after the civilian toll from Russian moves climbed in towns well behind the front traces. Rodion Moroshnik, ambassador to Russia of the pro-Moscow self-styled Luhansk People's Republic, advised Russian television that Lysychansk has been delivered below manipulate, however delivered, unfortunately, it is not yet liberated. Russian media confirmed videos of Luhansk Defense Force parading in Lysychansk streets waving flags and cheering, but Ukraine National Guard spokesman Ruslan Muzychuk informed Ukrainian countrywide TV the metropolis remained in Ukrainian hands. Now there are fierce battles near Lysychansk, however, luckily, the town isn't surrounded and is under the control of the Ukrainian army, Muzychuk mentioned. He said the situations within the Lysychansk and Bakhmut areas, as well as in Kharkiv region, have been the most hard on the entire front line. The aim of the enemy here stays get entry to the administrative border of Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Also, in the Sloviansk direction, the enemy is making an attempt assault moves, he said. Alexander Senkevich, mayor of the southern area of Mykolaiv, which borders the crucial Black Sea port of Odessa, said powerful explosions within the metropolis. Stay in shelters, he wrote on the Telegram messaging app as air raid sirens sounded. The cause of the blasts changed into no longer without delay clean, despite the fact that Russia later said it had hit military command posts inside the vicinity. Could not independently verify the battlefield reviews. Authorities stated a missile slammed into an apartment block near Odessa on Friday, killing at least 21 human beings. A shopping center changed into hit on Monday within the crucial city of Kremenchuk, leaving at the least 19 dead. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky denounced the strikes on Friday as aware, deliberately focused Russian terror and now not some form of blunders or a coincidental missile strike. In his nightly TV deal with On Saturday, he said it'd be a very hard direction to victory, however it changed into necessary for Ukrainians to hold their remedy and inflict losses on the aggressor, in order that every Russian recollects that Ukraine cannot be broken. In many areas from the front, there is a feel of easing up, however the conflict isn't always over, he stated. Unfortunately, it's miles intensifying in different locations and we mustn't forget about that. We should help the military, the volunteers, help individuals who are left on their very own at this time. Kyiv says Moscow has intensified missile attacks on towns some distance from the main Jap battlefields and that it intentionally hit civilian websites. Ukrainian troops on the Japanese front traces meanwhile describe extreme artillery barrages that have pummeled residential regions. Thousands of civilians have been killed and cities leveled on the grounds that Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov repeated Russian denials that its forces targeted civilians. The Chief of General Staff of the Russian Armed Forces, Valery Gerasimov, inspected Russian troops concerned in what Moscow calls its unique Navy operation, Russia's defense ministry said, although it turned into no longer clean if he turned into in Ukraine. The inspection accompanied gradual however constant gains by means of Russian forces with the help of relentless artillery in East Ukraine, a focal point for Moscow after it narrowed its broader conflict desires of toppling the authorities following fierce Ukrainian resistance. Russia is in search of to power Ukrainian forces out of Luhansk and Donetsk provinces within the industrialized Japanese Donbass place in which Moscow-backed separatists were fighting Kyiv due to the fact Russia's first army intervention in Ukraine in 2014. Definitely they're trying to demoralize us. Maybe some human beings are affected by that, however for us it only brings more hatred and determination, stated a Ukrainian soldier coming back from Lysychansk. Houses burning down. Russian forces seized Lysychansk's sister city Severodonetsk remaining month, after a number of the heaviest combating of the battle that pounded whole districts into rubble.